Lizard.
Grey Wolf underscore G4L is here first.
Good evening, everybody. Good evening, Grey Wolf. Hope you're doing all right. I was napping during a majority of your stream tonight, or last night, or this morning. This afternoon. Hello. How are you, sweetie? What's up? Hmm? What's up? What's up? Love you too. Love you too. What's up? Can I help you right now? Can I help you? Is there something you're interested in on my desk? Is there something that you're interested in, my love? There doesn't seem to be anything over there today. Hmm. I could do it that way. Green and reds with some skin tone and then do like an orange red hair. Hello, love. How are you? How are you? Is there something you're interested in? Well, that doesn't help me right now. You want to hang out up there? Okay. Okay. Hi. How are you? Huh? How are you? Mhm. Whoa, what are you doing there? What? What? You were getting your lovin's and then I turned. All right. How are you? How are you? Mwah. Hello, gorgeous. Okay. Okay. Give me a second. You seem to be very interested in not wanting to be chill. So we're going to. Okay. I clear the desk off. You get on the bed. I clear the desk off. You get on the bed. I give you pets. You look like you're going to lay down and be chill. So I was going to grab some colors. Word up, nerd up. Yeah. How are you doing, Froggenstein? I've still got to fight with my. Oh, I need to add you to the list. Doing all right. I think we're going to paint some kelpies tonight, or what is humanoid kelps, anyway. So I was going to grab some colors, but then Katra was like, "Excuse me, human. Uh, you have turned away from me for more than 1.2 seconds. Therefore, I shall be a pain on the desk." Did you have a good dinner? Or what is for dinner for you? If you don't mind me asking. So that takes care of my greens. I don't know how I feel about cat's eye green. I might want a different green. I want a different green. I definitely want a different green. I don't want cat's eye green. I think I want to go with that, Ray. Leave that there like that. We'll leave lemon yellow as a highlighting color for most of it anyway. So I want a red violet and an orange red. So for orange, we can use E3 orange. I just need an orange red now. Which will probably be. What's up? More than likely, succubus kiss. That or gothic crimson. What's up? Good evening, Valorant. How are you? Welcome in. We are pondering what we're going to work on today and pondering our colors palette. So these can always be highlighted up with a red. So we're probably going to be working on these fake kelpies. What's up? There's times I think that you think that I'm engaging with you so you can come back over, but that's not the truth, sweetie. Sometimes you make noises and I'm just making sure that you're okay. The three of these look almost identical. Let's just use succubus kit. No. I think we're going to use dead rose. Call it a day. What's up? What's wrong? What's going on? Hi. Because I think it'll fit, I'll keep Indian. I'll put Indian Shadow up. Oh, what's up, sweetie? Oh my word, she is in a mood. I want you to succubus kiss. I don't know where the idea for succubus kiss came from. It was just a popular color that Reaper, I know at one point was very proud of. So probably go back to digital painting and making digital palettes out of physical swatches. Interesting. Be safe with your alert, Calgrat. Thank you for showing up, and thank you for being here. So we'll probably use these three. Yeah, I need one skin tone. Actually, okay. We have a path of badness. Let us get organized. Uh, one page rules. I'm sorry. I read that and I was like, One Piece rules? Why did they care? Oda. I don't think I've ever seen Oda actually give an opinion one way or the other on that. Yeah. It took me a moment to read that. I'm like, One Piece rule character. Well, no. You've been eyeing one page rules character many for process of digital painting. I gotcha. I gotcha. I gotcha. I understand that now. It just, my brain was not connecting those together to save my life. Dead Rose. Brilliant red. No, I don't want brilliant red. If I'm going to use red, I might as well use this red. Make my life a little bit easier. How you doing, Batch? What's up? Enjoying my RDO. Twin Goddess Miniatures. Circles of the Druids. Circle of Spores Druid. I think I've seen that one. That's the one where everybody really likes the lady that's kind of chilling out on the something. I was pondering doing something similar to that. So at some point I have a fungal king that I have to paint. Or we'll do the fungal queen. I'm not quite sure. I need to shut my brain off and just chill and paint for a little bit. What's up? Oh, what's up? Yeah. It's just, I'd been on the grind for competitions for a little bit, and I need to get back into my swing of chill painting and uh, go that way. Yeah. And that's my shadow color. Yeah. Okay. Step one. We best coat the base and the leaves, and we go from there. And we go from there. And then we will determine if we need other colors tonight. Huzzah! To the tip of. Oh, I also need brushes. Rumor has it you need brushes if you want to paint. Some say it's important. Uh, you can toss them up in Discord. I'll take a look at it. But we are not super link friendly here, just because I'm paranoid about things. Oh, they're not firing either. Son of a skip. Silly, silly tool. Did that seriously? Oh, you ever just have a day? 1 second. Aha! It works as intended this time. The automatic time shot messages aren't working the way they're supposed to right now in chat from StreamerBot, so I will deal with that till later. Or if you want to tag me on Discord, Blue Sky, that'll work too. Welcome back, Cerberus 40K. How are you? Eating lunch from work. Ooh, tasty. What's for lunch? What's for lunch, man? Chicken rice and breed. Yay, breed. Gotta like a good breed. Oh, you're all good, brother. I just sometimes I see stuff and my brain does not let it go. It does not let it go. It's like as yes, we must. We must. You do like I mean bread is has anybody ever had a bad day with warm carbs? No. How are you, Zelly? Good to know that's what gets you to come out of lurk. Yeah, that is true. People with the gluten allergy would have a bad day. People with the gluten allergy, yeah. Be safe, Serby. Mm. What was for breakfast? Roti Tiller. I have no idea what that is. No clue what that is. Pita bread with eggs inside. That sounds good. Yeah, that's okay. That's what it's there for. That's what it's there for. As long as it's TOS friendly. That's all. That's all I ask. Um, top half. We're going to do this one. Sure. She's finally decided it's time to chill out. Oh, you're fine. You're fine. If it passes the TOS of Flickr, it's probably going to be okay. There'll be warnings. I, given everything that goes on in the world, I'm just sometimes a little cautious. There's plenty of adults sometimes. You're all good. You're all good. Boom, boom. Ba-da. Mm-hmm. Now she's starting to become trained. Yes, very nice, very nice, very nice. So that actually kind of leads me to some questions, Val. Um, Valereth, when you colored the miniatures, are you treating them as kind of like a uh, becomes a painting? Um, when you're doing the digitals, when you're doing digital painting, is it? Uh, I had words and I'm starting to lose them. Come back, please. Where did they go? Words, where did you go? They will find me eventually. So, when you do digital coloring, I get or digital painting, are you painting something? Are you painting like a 3D model, or are you painting something kind of 2D like this, like would be on an art card? Ah, you rendered the STLs out of the 3D app and then custom material ah, ah, that sounds interesting. I like digital formats of art, but I just, as I've recently found out, I hate using digital software sometimes. So, as you can tell, that my bot commands are not firing off like they're supposed to because for whatever reason, I just don't want to. Well, no, it's supposed to be 20 to 30 minutes. So we will see if they fire off. I do have them staggered. Ah. Mhm. Mhm. There we go. All right. I mean, I feel like we all get like super involved projects and then it goes from there. Mhm. Just let her dry. Mm. I mean, I feel like every druid should be on some psychedelic trip, personally. I really dislike how this sculpt is. There's no good way to get behind this figure. That's why we did this piece first. All right, so there. Whatever. Aha! So that does work. Nailed it. The automatic shout out for the specific list of people for streamer friends does work. I need to set that up slightly different, but yes. But it does work. And it should only work on first message. So, yay! Yay! How you doing, Katie? I did laundry, changed the sheets on my bed, and took a nap. That's all I needed to do today. Okay. You enjoy your class. Be safe. Have fun. Take great notes. Oh, bye. I should Google how to find spoons. Um, there's a couple of ways to find spoons. You can go to the store, you can buy a spoon. I know what you're talking about. I'm just being goofy about it. You can message a friend and be like, hey, bestie, can you remind me I'm awesome? You can doom scroll and send a bajillion reels to somebody and become the meme, which is, and how do we talk to people? I send them Instagram reels. And a therapist yells, no, that is not how you're supposed to do it. Tell me this, cocky. I have a private Discord server with reference photos, even photo, con photos, things like that. And I know chat was happy tings where I post screenshots of things that cheer me up. No, if that's what it takes, that's what it is. That's exactly what it is. Because you find the thing that gives you some happiness and warmth, and you save it for later. You're in the right spot. If people are out of their mind, we're all a little mad here. I've been on a quest to change up some stream settings. So I have gone through like a long thought process of how to set up StreamerBot. So I'm working on getting walk-ons covered a little bit and using the tools at my disposal. Oh, that's the stuff that you're supposed to keep around, though. That's the stuff you keep. It's like the day you get the gold star. You don't keep the gold star because it's a gold star. You keep the gold star because it gave you warmth. Ba-da-bum, bum, ba-da-bum. Ba-da-bum, bum, bum, ba-da-bum. Okay. 3 miniatures, 3 levels of green. Let's go. Bum, ba-dum, ba-da-bum. Oh, take a moment to stretch. And the automatic messages are not firing, so I need to look into how that's supposed to work. I have a reminder to have a box with your name on it because she is going to be yours. The chibi, after she comes back from ReaperCon, is going to find her box. And I'm going to have a note in a notebook that says, make sure to pack said box. But that's one of the things I meant to do today was put matte varnish on stuff, but I did not. I guess I will do that Tuesday. Or maybe during my lunch, because I'll need the victory more than likely. Bum, 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 bum. Mhm. Mhm. Okay, that's not school. I will need a bone. I'll need a bone weight soon, but not now. Oh, itchy face. Itchy face. That is a skull. I stand corrected. Be safe. Enjoy your class. May it be awesome and amazing. Yay! That works as well. Nailed it first try. Good evening, Kale Mouse Studio. How are you? How is the Twitch grandma today? Doing well. Had a nice steak for dinner, or I had half a quarter of a steak, or half a steak for dinner, which was a delicious. Very yummy. Very yummy. They big chunky boys, so we're going to be having leftover steak for dinner. Leftover steak for dinner, which is a-okay. I don't mind leftover steak. Yeah. Yeah, the meat market I go to does not mess around when they make the steaks or they cut their steaks. So, and they're cowboys, so they're, essentially the size of the bone anyway. Yeah. But because I live alone and I have nobody I cook for aside from myself and Catra, um, it means that I'll have plenty of leftovers for whatever I want to use it for. We are working on, I believe these are Kelpies from the Briarwood Vale. And that is separate. Okay. Um, just trying to do some cute thingies. She is a gorgeous model. I believe it's Christine Van Patten that sculpted these. Um, I have Hara, which I started with, and I'm just trying to get the green base coats down. To see how I feel about whatever it is. But we need a bone color. We're gonna need a bone color. They are underwater themed. I believe they're technically. I'm trying to remember Kelpie lore, and it's escaping me right now. But essentially, they were. There's two kind of Kelpies. There's the ones that people would ride, and then there's the ones that weren't mermaids, but were kind of mermaid adjacent. And I think they're more mermaid adjacent, or could shift into mermaid adjacent, if I remember correctly. Um, so these definitely are themed to be the other of the two. Yeah, I'm waiting for them. That happened. So, right there. Meanie Bruce. Uh oh. Good evening, Darth Rosie. How are you? We're in there. We got our Cutie Patootie Sunday going. So we're just, going to dry brush a little bit. Welcome back, Kale. You got ads out of ads earlier. Yes, we have Blood Drunk Bruce. I'm assuming that you two know each other. I mean, you don't have to admit to knowing anybody. Welcome, man. Blood Drunk Bruce. How are you doing tonight? Yeah, you don't have to admit to knowing anybody. You can be like, I don't know that guy, but Brother Bled. Oh, no, I don't need to know that guy or that person. I mean, if he's anything like Hootie, we just got to show him love and affection, and either they'll accept it or they'll run away screaming. One of the two. Kind of sitting a little flat, but doesn't look that way here, and that's okay. Keep looking for your birthday prezzies, but telling myself not yet. You you have to build the orcs. The orcs need to go. They need to be on the wall. But they're so much easier to move when they're assembled, said nobody ever. Yeah, I got you. I got you. Yeah. Now you have to buy a mini storage case to transport them in, which makes things so much easier because you have so much room that you need to fill. And then because it got lonely, you had to get a friend, right? But I mean, you could always use another storage case. It's a new army. It's got to be a new storage case. Yeah, it looks much different. Let's have the drag rushing down. Um, I like the molten giants, honestly. Those big chunky boys. What's up, sweetie? One second, Kale. Oh, what you doing, sweetie? I did revert back to metallics on this one. Yeah, I liked painting him. He was a lot of fun. I did not like how the sword turned out at all. Uh, it's a flame giant, if I'm not mistaken. Or a fire giant. Fire giant. The elemental scions, they're fun too. This base or the other base, Rosie? So I remember painting this figure. I pushed myself on the skin tone, and I like how I got it to come out. Um, oh, this was so old. Oh my god, this was. I still had another partner, and I did this in actual real metallics. But it's the first time I started pushing myself on hair, and I was doing non-metallic metals. Yeah, it's real metallics. I was going to do non-metallic. I'd painted up the boot in metallics, and then I just said no. Yeah, because this was brass copper, and then this was dark aluminium. I think it's just a lot of it's brush control and using various washes. I mean, I was still with Emily at the time. I still had the first Fox, and he was early into it. This came out of Bones 5, if I'm not mistaken. Um, but yeah, so what did I do with the brush? There it is. There it is. My God, I lost the brush. Yes. So one year I decided to pick um, two models aside, and I put them aside. And every month I would specifically go like super hard on them. I wanted to paint them up as if my life depended on it, or it was going to be a competition piece or something like that. Um, so I would push myself to do better at certain things. He was one of them. He was one of them. Uh, but I like the fire giants because the fire giants are large. Yeah. So it was just an internal push for myself to do better and like make it so I wanted to go harder on it. Because I was having issues, and at the time we were talking about, me and her were talking about goals for the New Year's and things to work on and all that stuff. And we kind of ran through a scenario of something else, and I I've considered reviving it. I just don't know if I have the mental capacity to do that again. Because between preparing for some actual competitions, I feel like I'm pushing myself adequately complicated. So no, it's not. And it's just I tried to do it and then was I missed the mark on it or something, and I just didn't prepare correctly for it. Because usually what I would do is I would start like the second week of a month cleaning up the models and trying to be ready and like spend time and go through and clean them up. Uh, yeah, there's more support now, so it's a lot easier to do. But I mean, it's a lot easier to talk to somebody about the figures that I'm working on currently, um, and see how to improve that way. Because there comes a time when you're in your painting adventures and your journeys where um, everything gets a little bit different, right? You don't need the same support that you needed like 5 years ago. I've got to look it up. When did I paint him? That folder, and I know exactly where the folder's at because he's in the slideshow. So, oh, he was 22. This was the year of 2022. So, nearly 4 years ago. 3.5 because he was the December piece. Mm. It was also one of the dragons that I did. Ooh. See, a lot of the staining that I have from washes, it feels very flat. It's a gorgeous dragon. I love the dragon. Show. Seeing it makes me want to paint a dragon again. That's Reaper. That's a Reaper dragon. Yeah, he's a Reaper dragon. Um, at the time, I had just gotten Bones 5 and Same year, just different coloring. But from him to just him, you can almost see a difference. Even the wings are slightly different. I don't think I'll ever paint like this again or use these colorings again. Yeah. Excuse me. You're all good. I was letting something dry anyway. Um, it the fire giants and all that stuff are so much fun to paint. Like all the different little things that you can pick up. Like I could spend hours looking at different things to paint and never come across it. And I was like, oh, we shall lament at the thing that we cannot paint because we cannot find the patience or the time to. So, but I was thinking about restarting that this year, but I decided not to and decided to focus on making sure that I was painting for competition. I might do that next year and just jam out and paint. I might just do one model at a time or maybe one and a half. Yeah. I, it's so different to paint something large and then paint something small. Because when you paint the large thing, you kind of see almost the differences that you should paint or how much change is required. I mean, that's the that's supposed to be the part of it that it's really excitable to do is that you get to a point where you want to have your space so you can feel successful, be successful, and do successful things, right? When because I repurposed one of the bedrooms that's not going to be ever be used as a bedroom again. Um, I made sure it was here for my use. This is my space to be creative and do the thing. There are many like it, but this one is mine. Yeah. Give me a second. So in my office, I have that wall that is the wall of potential, and that is the wall of completed miniatures behind me. The corner of doom and death. Someone goes, "So why do you have that up?" I said, "Dust protection." Someone's like, "Is it up for dust protection?" I'm like, "It's really there to keep the cat from getting up there." Yeah, I used a shower curtain and just enclosed it really quick. I'm like, "Yeah, that'll work." Uh, yeah, I made it my space so I can do what I want to do in it. Yeah, because she would like to get up. Like, if she could get up there, she would. She was trying to steal them at some point. Um, because I used to have a bunch of stuff downstairs, and she would climb on the shelves then, and she would actually try to wander off with a miniature or two. Cats will do that. Yeah, they will. Yeah, she is a. She will wander off with things from time to time and try to be a thief. So that goes the femstodes there, Rosie. Yeah, and it's like, do you? So when I was doing the Elden Ring stream, I should have taken a picture of her, but she was trying to climb up the backside of a monitor. Yeah, like when she tries to get on my desk when I'm playing with like green stuff or glue, she's like, "Why are you being so annoyed that I'm trying to get on your desk? I get on your desk all the time." It's like, right now, I don't need your paw ending up in super glue, so not you're not allowed on the desk. Or the time she's actually tried to chew on miniatures. Yeah. Um, when she's yeah. So thankfully she does not think "oh toy" too many times when I'm painting. Um, she has tried to stick her paw in to get the little plastic caps out because that's what she really likes.
Oh, thank you, Hayake, coming in with the awesome people.
Welcome in, Hayake. How are you? You're a brand new friendo. Hello, Zombie Frito. I literally go to do the shout out, and the shout out is now automatic. The shout out is now automatic. Well, hello. We have a new friend. We have a new friend. We have a brand new raider. Well, you want to say hello too? Okay. Well, you want to say hello to Hayake? Okay. I hope everybody got that. Catra the cat would like to say hello. And welcome in, Raiders. What were you up to? My don't mind my terrible bug. Welcome in, Zombie and Rosie. Thank you for that. Yes, Catra was very excited because I started chatting, and all of a sudden she's like, "Oh, excuse me, it is time to be exactly where I want to be, which is in your way. How are you? How are you? Are you upset because there were kittens outside and you weren't with them? I do need to put the smoker up. I did not do that yet. First world problems. But welcome in. I am Painty Paint Paints. We are working on some, I believe they're Kelpies from the Briarwood Vale from Reaperbone 6. Just doing the greens right now and just kind of vibing the Sunday scaries away. But if you have anything that you'd like to share, Haya, let me know. I'll toss you a permit. Instagram is whitelisted and okay to post. Um, we paint primarily fantasy here. So we'll be doing a lot of Reaper, random fantasy figures that I come across or find interesting. We'll paint those up. And we will vary between competition level painting, tabletop ready, and just, that looks good. This is the Game MV handle. I have Mungo, the Marvelous Miniatures handle. I have the Red Grass Game ones as well. It just depends on what I'm feeling. I thought I would like the Game Envy one more because I can clip something here and have something to help balance my hand against when I'm trying to do something super detailed. I forget that this exists, and I will do painting contortions and try to find the right angle to get in there and paint something. We need the painting sutra at some point. I need to work with one of my stay in frame friends and see if we can start illustrating all of that out. The different ways that you have to contort your hands and self to paint a miniature.
Oh, thank you, Hood Guard, coming in with the awesome
Hood!
people.
Welcome in, Hood Guard. How are you? What were you up to tonight? Yes, hello, 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 hello. Hood's here. Hood Guard came in. He may or may not have been painting something with sausages. Or he might have been painting Hellhammer. I don't know. You came here and I looked over at you, sweetie. Ah, your Ponty. Last night of painting, you gotta finish it now. Ooh, Helm looking good. It's looking super clean, sir. Super clean and very much love it. I love the coloring that you've got on that. That beautiful pony with that golden brown and that do not ever say this out loud, but like that wine red horse blanket you got pulling off. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Every day of the week. I like that. What's up, sweetie? Hi. How are you? What you up to today? Yes. Be safe. Enjoy your new PC swapping. New PCs are always fun. New PC, who dis? Yes, that is Katra. She has been both places all night. The moment Raiders started coming in, she decided, oh, excuse me, Father, I will become your entire problem. It's like, okay, this is my life now. But thank you for the raid. Hood card, welcome in. Raiders from Hood, we're doing our Cutie Patootie Sunday. We're working on these Kelpies. I believe they are. Not quite sure. They're from the Reaper Bone 6 Briarwood Veil box. And I'm like, I need something to shut my brain off on. So green may not be a creative color, but it is a color to just chill on. You still have to set up everything about those pre-builds. I would get it all squared away. But if you can, and you've got the time to let us know what you're working on, feel free to let us know. Or if you want to get the new shiny toy out of the box, get the new shiny toy out of the box. I understand 100%. We are very much ADHD friendly here. Oh, shiny. Oh, shiny. Sleepyhead Paints, thank you for the lurk. Oh, you gotta eat. Eat. What is this? Is this thing like sleeping? You just kind of gotta something you just gotta do here and there. Floral dragons from. Ooh, we were just talking about dragons. I had some dragons up. This is a Kelpie. We're just working on the base aspects of it right now. Of all three of them to see if I can get them squared away and move forward on something else. Just just kind of vibe and paint night, man. See what speaks. Let the colors come. I take that back. I did kind of pick out what I wanted to be using. Was there another bone that she had, or was it just the rib cage? I think it was just the rib cage. She's the one with a few more bones. Also, Kale, the Kelpie. Yes, they are Kelpies. They are Kelpies. I was right. I was right. They are Kelpies. Give me 1 second. So, to a conversation me and Kale were having a little bit earlier tonight. Zoom out. This is the uh, shimmer scale from Bone 6. This is recent. I finished it earlier this year. This is a dragon that I painted back in 2022. There's been some leaps in painting. Yeah. We paint dragons up sometimes. Hey, 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 hey. I see you doing that thing that you're not supposed to be doing right now. I go there. Down, sweetie. Sure, you're look. Roger that. The idea of a floral dragon sounds really fun. The Hit Point Press does have some really cool figures. I remember them now. I'm like, oh yes, they are pretty. They are the pretty of pretties. Okay. Is there something you want in that water dish that I need to go replenish? Is that why we're having issues and we're acting out right now, sweetie? Or is it just because you want to be a cat? I know both are possibly likely, but. Hello, Ryan. How are you? And why not? Exactly. Why not both? Pure chaos. We must be pure chaos. Only chaos. How you been, Riot? Feel like it's been a hot minute since I gotten a chance to say hello. Nope, I'm supposed to be there otherwise. Oops. That's supposed to be there that way. Mm. I have this little bar thing and I'm not using it at all. Mm. Mm. Why am I working on this one so hard? Because sometimes you get the itch and you cannot stop. What's up? Huh? What's going on today? How was your day? And thank you for that follow. Hi. Oh no! It's Mark UK Painting. Hello, sweetie. How are you? Mhm. What's up? Kale may be AFK. All good. Lazy day, physio tomorrow. Iron out some of these tight muscles. You know, how are you going to iron them out? You're going to get some steam therapy? Mr. Miyagi style? Why not? Why not? Hmm. All right, all right, all right, all right, all right. I'm starting to believe. I'm starting to believe. You know, a couple. I don't know if I'd want to know Mark. I don't know if I'd want to know Mark. Mark's a little sketchy. He's on the sketchy side of Twitch. He's a little sketchy. Sometimes he sketches his highlights just a little too well. Uh huh. That's why. Because he'll show up in all the streams and be like, "Hey," and it's like, "Oh, hey." You know, you really have it in with him when he starts renaming you. Yeah, yeah, yeah. There's been some several. There's been some ones tossed out, just not for you yet, Kale. We got to get to a certain level. Take it up with your grandson. He likes renaming you. Oh, how you doing, sweetie? You finally calming down? Okay, okay. I adjust this down just a little bit. There you go. There you go. Catcher's finally starting to chill out a little bit. All of the renaming. What should you be renamed as? I don't know. It starts to become easier because and we're into an ad break. Yeah, ads. Be safe, Kale. Enjoy the pseudo daughter. Thank you for the follow, Valorith. Be safe. Enjoy your sleep. Rest well. Enjoy your evening and be awesome. Ba-da. You okay? Or did you go? Did you get your EPs back home?
Emotional damage.
Vintage Wizard 70 requests a dad joke.
Why was 10 scared of 7? Because 7, 8, 9. Bazinga. How you doing, Vintage? How's your day? Excellent. Productive day. That's awesome. Gotta love a good productive day. We've been working on the bases of these kelpies. I know I need to do this one before I move on. I need another brush. Hi, Katie. Welcome back. How was class? Did you take them to school? You took notes. That's all. You're really good at taking notes, so I'm not surprised by this. No one has triggered the short hair yet. Well, it incremented. It did the job. Yay. Huzzah! Well, because Nightbot has used a regular, it's you're one level above the auto moderation, but the auto mod aspect of it hasn't been triggered yet either. So it shows you how much of a non-problem it is, but at the same time, it's one of those that with the wrong person, it becomes a very large problem very quickly. All right. I'm kind of feeling that just a little bit. I did miss the skull. What was for dinner, Dr. Frankenstein? What was for dinner? Spicy beef and cheese tortellini with mozzarella. That sounds delicious. Hey, Ron, welcome in. Has been working overtime since you unboxed it a week ago. Yes. Hmm. Alien Earth. Interesting. Yes. I was I mentioned that earlier. It has been some time since I've been able to say hello to Riot Sister. I haven't seen it. But then again, I haven't been looking much for TV. No attachment. I kind of like that mentality. Five-foot Xeno. There's a lady that was painting a Horus. Are you gonna play the new Alien movie when not movie game when it comes out? Rock? The can't think of it. Yep. She hanging out, just chilling out, being all relaxed. You okay? Jay wants to say pineapple on pizza. She seems unimpressed by this, Jay. Hmm. Pineapple ham and olive pizza. That's interesting. How about a margarita pizza with anchovies? That would actually work, though. That kind of takes input reading to a different level. Mm. Mm. Shorty and Mike. Welcome in, Aaron. Get some sleep. Enjoy your round of golf tomorrow. May it be golf and not flog. Bye. Be safe and remember the lesson and apply the lesson as you play. And don't mess up. Hey, Ron. What's up, sweetie? How are you? What? What's going on today? You know how to get back. I mean, same thing goes with painting. I've taken numerous classes with someone, and I feel like this is the first time I've started to change how I did something, right? On these three. And it's just starting at the base layer. Because one of the things that got pointed out to me is sometimes everything kind of feels like it's the same, like highlighted equally when it's not supposed to be. So I'm trying to be a little bit more mindful of that when I'm working on this and being thoughtful of where I start with some colors rather than base coat it all one color and then try to highlight it up to be separate. Because obviously that wasn't working super well for me. I wanted to do other things, but my nap went a little bit longer, and then fighting with Streamer Bot wasn't super helpful, and I still need to fight with it quite a bit to get the automatic Twitch messages and stuff like coming out, because for whatever reason it's failing. And I don't know if it's failing because of YouTube chat, which it shouldn't be, because it should be reading Twitch chat and or be reading whatever active chat and meeting its conditions. So it is a curious problem. Yeah, it's just one of those that it's like, you get sidetracked trying to change up stuff to, you know, presumably try to make something better or easier for yourself in the future, but it does not. Wish to function the way that some of the other bots do. So, all right. All right. I'll kind of buy that for $1. Kind of digging. I'm digging it. I'm digging it. I'm digging it. I'm digging it. Ba, ba. Ba, 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 da, ba, da, ba, da, ba. Ba, ba. I don't know how I feel about all this shit. I don't know how I feel. Maybe? Maybe? I don't know. I don't know how I'm feeling about it just yet. Jace to face, how are you? How's your work going today? I hope it is going well and everything is safe. I mean, slowly it tends to be the best that we can have some days. I mean, that's good. When it's not all good, I get kind of scared. Oh. Oops, got a little out of hand there. It's overtime night. Do I really want to come in for the extra trip? No, nobody does. Do you want the extra money? Yeah, I guess you should take it. Uh, just as a warning, KT, we might not be doing Elden Ring next time. I might have accidentally planted the idea in Willow's head, and we'll do maybe Kaizo, which will be hilarious. Can the old man jump? It's Super Mario, but it's on cranked up difficulty. Like people made their own levels, and you get to, uh, yeah. So you have a bunch of like, um, it's different. And Willow is here. See, I said Kaizo. Yep. Games done fast to do the maker levels. Exactly. You probably ran across Grand Poo World in there. That's fine. But we might do that. We'll see. Until you miss a shell jump, Willow, and then Germ Dove comes and finds you, and he uninstalls Kaizo and doesn't let you play it anymore. Yeah, shell jumps, man, they're brutal. He arrives and beats you with a noodle. Yeah, exactly. All right. This shadow color is not. Guys, is what happens in Super Mario. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. And then you let people like Panga make a ROM hack, and you're like, oh well, I guess he had some aggressions towards that poor guy. It's like, what did this guy even do? Yeah. Nope. You're okay. You're okay. I started talking about Kaizo. I'm the one that talked about it. We'll see what happens when we get there. We got the channel point redeem goal set back up and running, rocking and rolling. We've got streamer bot at the ready. I think I figured out how to make it do the automatic counter for me for depths. So we should be good on that front. I just need to set it up and figure out how to do it for Super Mario. You built a Game Boy out of Legos yesterday. That sounds fun. I I really like Legos. I really like Legos. Well, I had it up there for Elden Ring because I knew people would want to see something like that. Oh. But when I was making it for Elden Ring, I was trying to be fancy like Lord Hoyle and have it so when it a certain thing flashed on the screen, it would automatically increment. And 10 out of 10 could not make that work to save my life. To the point I just gave up. But I do have the swear jar working in a way that I want it to work. So I say that, but nobody has triggered Nightbot to do his thing. So I've only had, I know the add command worked. None of them. It works, just not the way I want it to. I have to go fix that variable. It's... Oh no, you're fine. It's why it's there. So we'll have to go fix that. Because the way it works is it just reads a text file and the text file spits out something. I'm like, oh, okay. Oh, I kind of understand why it
Thank you,
failed.
spelling mistake coming in with the awesome people.
Welcome and feeling. How are you? How was your day? Oh, oh, Willow. The game that Spieling was playing, Devil Level or Level Devil, whatever it is, that is a game that is just the trolliest of troll platform 2D scroller that could be hilarious to play. Level, oh, you beat it. Never mind. Everybody go home. Everybody go home. It's no longer worth talking about. I believe it is on Steam, yes. So it's kind of like a puzzle solver sort of deal. Um, Um, it so when I say it's a puzzle solver, I mean if you move to the right, something changes, and then you have to like think of it as like a weird Kaizo hack, just minus Mario and no shell jumps. It might be something up your alley. Oh, I know. So when I got to watch Spielling playing it last time, they were running to the right, and all of a sudden, Level Devil. You can check it out on Steam and just see if you would like it. They should have an advert on the page. I'm going to push snooze for a few minutes before we go rating into somebody else. And just random. I kind of want to see what this looks like with the skin tone placed in there. Give me 1 second, Spielin. There you go. You are granted to post a link for the next 60 seconds. Yep. It looks, when I saw Spielin playing it, it looked hilarious. And that's why I was like, I have to suggest that. Because it's one of those that you run to the right or you run to the left and all of a sudden it changes and the rules change. Yeah. It's like $4, $5. For $4 or $5, I'll definitely check it out. Just because something like that could be funny. Oh, I remember. I remember when Spieling raised their hand and flipped off the monitor. I'm like, that's a bucket. You know, I had 14 deaths in Elden Ring too, Spieling, so I could buy that. Give it a little whirl. What? Or maybe it just makes you laugh because it changed it. There, it wasn't just like one little thing you had to get through. It was like 3 or 4 to get to each exit level. And thank you for the stretch, Jay. All right. I don't know how I feel about maybe. Yep. It is time that we actually do start our raid out. I do have to work in the morning. Unfortunately, I can't take another day off as much as I'd want to. Which means we're going to go see this guy. Who's painting up some Necromunda. So, I'd like to say thank you for everybody. Thank you for being here. Thank you for another great and wonderful Cutie Patootie Sunday. We'll continue working on these guys next Sunday as well and see what we can do with them. No. I don't do 12-hour streams that start at 6 o'clock. That would be crazy. I kind of like the way that they're looking, so we'll see what we'll see. We might continue to knock them out next week, next Sunday, and then we'll probably pick up our fungal queen and start her. But we'll see. I want to say thank you to everybody. Monday we'll be back to painting. Chill something, I guess. We'll see. We might just do a chill and paint. We need to get through all of our stuff, but let's get out of here before the ads start. Thank you for everybody for being here.